Financials ending the day in the green. It comes after a nice run since the start of the year. The KBW Banks Index up 11% year to date. It all comes as the banks kick off earnings later in the week. And joining us now, Wells Fargo senior banking analyst Mike Mayo. Mike, great to see you as always. I mean, the KBW ended in the green today, but actually the investment banks, Morgan Stanley and Goldman, both down about 3% following less strong capital markets performance from Jefferies than expected. Did that spook you for those names ahead of earnings?
Look, bank stocks outperformed last year. We expect bank stocks to outperform in 2022. And the theme of the year is Main Street banking, or traditional banking revenues over the next couple of years should see the best growth since the 1980s. So go ahead and get your Pac-Man out and get your MTV and get your old neon pink T-shirt, because we're going back to the 1980s when you're talking in terms of the degree of growth in Main Street banking revenues. That's what's going to drive this year, and that will supersede a decline in capital market revenue. So that's already in our numbers.
I guess your numbers, which you already factored in the outlook for the year already, has seen share price targets come quite close because of a strong start to the year for this sector as a whole, much less upside than as recent as a month ago.
Well, the stocks are moving on the expectations that interest rates might be a lot higher than we've modeled. I know we've only modeled on our bank team 2 rate hikes this year. And you heard Jamie Dimon just a couple days ago saying it could be 4 rate hikes. If that happens, then there's certainly a lot more upside. But what you're seeing here is you have record dry powder. I mean, cash or cash-like instruments equal almost 1/5 of bank balance sheets. You also have the return of loan growth. Wilf, it's here. The fourth quarter saw the best loan growth in over 5 years. And you layer on top of that higher interest rates. And for all the talk about fintech or bintech or big retail or other non-banks taking market share away from banks, guess what? You're about to see traditional banking revenues grow at the traditional banks, probably more than expected. But the other part of that is it's not just the top line, it's the bottom line, because the tech revolution at banks is resulting in better incremental profit margins on those new revenues. So you're finally going to see the benefits of all those technology efforts for the past decade.